Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Moore to the air. Got his man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Number 17. Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They're intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! The defense takes matters into their own hands. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Defense in press coverage. Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The give on the inside. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll leave it with him. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. DB's right up on the receivers. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They tried to set up that screen. The problem was, David, they left a big hole in it for the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense. Like, that's a fool you play. That's a trick you play. It gets you to run upfield, rush the passer, slip it behind you. The defense did not bite. Great play. Great job stopping them on 3rd down.
On on 4th down, going to the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th.
14, Miami, 7.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The option look. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Carr. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45.
Timeout, Oregon.
Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it on the outside. It's Carr. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the RPO, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll immediately call timeout.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You can tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the ref. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He looks that one in nicely. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hurricanes are flying down the field. They'll go back to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Going up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Canes!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them bend.
Offense getting set for first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. They'll test the right side. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he breaks into the open. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he'll be shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He'll set up to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Moore to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there.
And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Ducks are on the move. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And he tried to do all he could. He won one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Release to the back. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
This is a running back who is versatile. His catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Quarterback will audible. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quick completion on the out route. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Feeling some heat. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Moore will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. They're expecting them to throw it here on third.
They probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The give from the gun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. More to the air. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find